Hello and welcome to News Top Up on Woolies World Television, your trusted weekly roundup of trending stories. I am Olushola Yanolua. Let's begin. Eid-el-Kabir was observed across Nigeria on Wednesday, May 27, 2026, with Muslims joining others worldwide to mark the festival of sacrifice. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu called for love, harmony, and understanding among Nigerians, urging citizens to reflect the values of Eid. He also assured that ongoing government reforms are aimed at improving security and strengthening the economy despite current challenges.
It is essential that we be very tolerant, be obedient to the wish of Allah, and obedient to the rule of law, which must guide our society. Nowhere in the only teaching that you should engage in banditry. Nowhere that you should kill another human being.
Vice President Kashim Shettima also used the occasion to urge Nigerians to remain united and promote peace, stressing that tolerance and mutual respect are essential for national stability. He further reminded citizens of the importance of sacrifice and selflessness as key lessons of the celebration.
Our message to Nigerians is to continue praying for peace and for mutual coexistence amongst all Nigerians. And as we enter the political phase, there is a need for maturity, for forbearance, and for generosity of spirit in our political interactions. Most importantly, what binds us together supersedes whatever that divides us. The world itself is in turmoil occasioned by the war in the Middle East. The cost of living indices globally has risen. I wish to call on Nigerians to exercise patience and tolerance. Governments at all levels are poised to ameliorate the sufferings of the Nigerian people. Let there be peace in the land. And let's pray for peace not only in Borno, but in all the nooks and crannies of this country, in the Sahel zone of West Africa, and in the world at large.
The celebration was marked across the country with prayers, family gatherings, and a message of goodwill from political and religious leaders. The African Democratic Congress has produced former Vice President Atiku Abubakar as its presidential flag bearer for the 2027 general elections, following its primary held on Wednesday, May 27, 2026, where he defeated Rotimi Amici and Mohamed Ayatollah. After the announcement, Atiku began consultations with key stakeholders. On Thursday, May 28, 2026, he visited Amechi in Abuja in a move aimed at strengthening unity and easing tensions after the contest. Discussions reportedly focused on reconciliation, national issues, and preparation for the 2027 elections. Meanwhile, the presidency dismissed recent political warnings linked to Atiku, describing them as rhetoric and insisting it remains focused on governance, urging opposition figures to avoid distractions and engage constructively. Report emerging on Thursday, May 28, 2026, indicates that Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC) has moved to ratify former presidential candidate Peter Obi as its presidential flag bearer ahead of the 2027 general elections. According to the party's sources and development from the National Convention process, Obi's position was confirmed after delegates reportedly endorsed him following the conclusion of internal party procedures. The decision is set to follow his earlier clearance and strong performance within the party's screening and consultation stages, where he emerged as a leading figure in the race. However, full official details of the ratification, including final vote breakdown and formal certification by the party's national leadership, are still being consolidated. Still on politics, the Osun State chapter of the Allied People's Movement (APM) affirmed Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde as its preferred presidential candidate for the 2027 general elections. The decision was reached during the party's primary process held across the state, where Makinde was reportedly endorsed unanimously across all wards following consultations and internal consensus building. Party officials described the outcome as a reflection of unity and collective agreement within the APM, as the party also concluded arrangement for its national and state assembly candidates ahead of the 2027 elections. The party said the endorsement of Makinde is part of its broader strategy to strengthen its structure and expand its political reach ahead of the general elections. Nigeria's Center for Disease Control placed Lagos, the FCT, and Nigeria Center for Disease Control placed Lagos, the FCT, and several other states on Ebola preparedness alert following renewed concerns from outbreak in parts of the Central and East Africa. The agency said the move is precautionary, aimed at strengthening surveillance and response system, especially at airports, seaports, and border communities. States under close watch include Lagos, FCT, Kano, Rivers State, Enugu, Borno State, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Taraba, and Adamawa due to high travel movement and strategic health facilities. The NCDC stressed that no Ebola case has been confirmed in Nigeria, but urged health workers to stay alert as early symptoms can resemble other common illnesses. It added that isolation centers and response teams have been placed on standby as part of national preparedness efforts. That's all for this week. For more trending updates, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rulu's World Television, and stay connected. Once again, I am Olushola Yanolua. Thanks for watching.